Transit Talks, episode number 5. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want to get on here today. Wasn't really feeling it. Long week at work, sore from training, got a lot of stuff going on. But this is part of the journey. Part of the journey is holding yourself accountable and making sure that you're doing what you promised you would do. Me not making this and this not getting uploaded, who knows? It might not affect anything at all in the world. It might hit that one person in that one audience that needs to hear it. So in my opinion, little 10-minute spiel's worth it. But I wanted to talk about journey. And I think a lot of people have misconceptions about how a journey is. A journey, in my opinion, is never ending. It's never ending. You might set yourself to have a goal, and that goal might be obtained, but then what? You need to get something else. You need to consistently be compounding W's. Because other than that, how are you supposed to grow? How are you supposed to know what you're capable of and what you can push yourself to and what you will buckle under and what you will fold under and what you will thrive under if you are not willing to consistently test yourself on greater goals? That's what a lot of people aren't understanding. New Year's resolutions, it's whatever month, skipping this, I'm going to do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You need to constantly be striving for something. The goals are never ending. Never ending. It doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what you're going after. When you get it, you need to freaking acknowledge the W, take a second, find your next goal, get onto it. Because ultimately that is going to compound over time, and compound over time adds up real quick. Because I think a lot of people have issues underestimating what they can do in 10 years, and they overestimate what they can do in a year. A lot of people my age, the older millennials, were taught, you have to have your life figured out by 20, 25, get out of college, go get a job, work there for 30, 40 years, put into a 401k, and you'd be set for life. Well, 2008 happened. We realized that nobody's safe. Then COVID happened. We were like, whoa, shit, nobody's actually safe. So I feel like you need to constantly be testing yourself. You need to constantly be pushing yourself. Because, let me put it this way. In nature, animal, plant, anything, you are either growing or you're dying. Nothing stays the same. Absolutely nothing. So you can either keep on going or you can keep on dying. And what's the old saying that you see on social media? A lot of men get to 30 and they die at the age of 30 but don't get buried until 70 something. And that's true. A lot of people like to use external factors that they put themselves in as an excuse to not take care of business. It's not that hard, man. All you have to do is devote 10, 20 minutes a day, which that's probably what you do when you're on your phone scrolling, trying to avoid your freaking spouse or, procrastinating on things that you should be doing. That's 10 to 20 minutes a day over a course of a year or a couple of years where you will become proficient at a new skill and make yourself more valuable. It's real simple. You can't give up, man. You cannot give up. There's too much on the line. You have too much potential and you're wasting it. You are wasting it because you're choosing comfort over growth. Growth is supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to be. That's why nobody does it. That's why right now it's so easy to kill it in whatever aspect of life that you're doing, because nobody wants to do the work. Everybody wants to show up. Everybody wants to do the bare minimum, and they want to get paid the most amount of money. Nobody wants to put the work in. Nobody wants to clock in, do the hours, and get the reward later on down the road. What they want to do is look at people on IG and TikTok and YouTube who are sitting there saying, buy my course, give me this for this digital product. It's going to change your life. Knowing damn well that that's not how those people made it. Those people made it by consistently posting and pushing a product to people like you over years, and it finally paid off. Their consistency over time and their bullshit finally paid off to where Joe Schmo on the internet looking for a quick fix, send him his $17 to $47 to $500, however much it is. There is no shortcut, and you can't stop. You cannot stop. Once you stop, it makes it harder to keep on going. And I understand stuff happens in life. Bad shit happens in life. But you got to find your solace in it. You have to find the thing that makes you tick, man. Because that's what's going to be your compass. That's what's going to navigate you. That's going to be your true north. You have to keep on going, man. Like I said, there's too much at stake. You're too valuable. You cannot give it up to waste. Don't fall by the wayside like the rest of the majority. You are not the rest of the majority. You are special, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be watching this. You'd be scrolling past, looking at some girl shaking her ass, or watching some funny clip from somebody who just gets views from people's attention and makes them laugh. That's not you. You're here for a reason. You're watching it. You want to get better. You know you should be doing better. You put it off for so long. Now you feel shitty about it. So you're hard on yourself. So now it's time to get to work. And you got fear and anxiety about it because you put it off for so long. You're embarrassed of where you're at. You're ashamed of what you've done. And you think that there's no forgiveness in what you have done. And it's like, that's not the way it is, man. Acknowledge what you did. Take inventory. Get a game plan. Move on. Get the freaking work. Stay consistent. Build up those W's, man, and become the person that you're meant to be. Because I'll tell you what, every time you get out of the way, every time you jump out of line, somebody else who was a day behind you jumped and took your spot, which makes it even that harder. You got to get in with it, man. You got to get your head out of your ass. You have to do what you have to do. Find your sole purpose and get to work. Bring value. Become the person you were meant to be. You know what you're capable of, and that's what pisses you off about where you're at, what you've done, and why you're there. All I can say, man, all I can say, you're either growing or you're dying. There is no in between. Nothing stays the same. Nothing ever stays the same. Get to work. Just stay grinding, man. You're better than this. Get your head up. Get back on it. See you next time.